Well, good morning and welcome to day 10 of our Selah time with God, this 21 days of fasting and prayer. You know, on Sunday we talked about the power that comes from spending consistent time alone with God. And I love that quote from Martin Luther that says, and I'm paraphrasing a bit, but he said, "I've got so much to do today that I have to spend the first 3 hours alone with God in prayer." That doesn't even make sense to us. It's counterintuitive to our way of thinking. But Martin Luther knew that if he was going to get everything done that God was calling him to do, the most important thing he could do was spend time alone with God first. You know, you may have heard this old phrase, this old saying that goes something like this: pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you. Now, that sounds great, might even sound noble. The trouble is it's not even close to being scriptural. I want to read to you from the book of Psalms, chapter 127 and verse 1. It says, "Unless the Lord builds a house, the work of the builders is wasted. Unless the Lord protects a city, guarding it with sentries will do no good." In other words, unless God is the beginning, the end, and all around it, our labor is in vain. And no matter how hard we work, it's not going to matter if God is not in that work with us, if we're not doing that work because He's called us to do it. So to get by in this life, to be successful in what God has called us to do, we desperately need the power of the Holy Spirit that comes from spending time alone with God. We can't get through in our own strength. It's just not going to work. So I pray for you that your spirit will begin to desire more than ever before these moments alone with your Creator, these Selah moments that will empower you for the purposes God has ahead. God bless you today.